So let's just call this just not successful. This week has decided it does not want to be a creative week. It's going to be a week of nothing but problems. So that is what I will be dealing with. I will be solving problems this week. And every problem I solve opens the door to a whole new set of problems. At this point, my goal is to just achieve as much as I can out of what I can do. And so my dominant focus this week is see how far I can get into getting the car inspected and finished. B, get to California, attend the convention, and whatever happens, happens. And C, avoid what feels like the third cold in 4 months. Maybe it's just an allergy to something. I don't know. But, boy, it's been one of those days. So I got up super early today, and I've been awake entirely too long. So this is going to be short tonight. But I got up super early, went down, got my windshield replaced. That seemed to be right. I then proceeded to head down to the Capitol and see if I could get an appointment to get my car inspected that moment. Can we take it in and get it inspected? And for a Monday at 10 o'clock, like a work day at 10 o'clock in the morning, nobody had an open spot. Like, how is everybody getting their car inspected a third of the way through the month on a Monday morning? Like, to me, it'll be what it'll be. So I went to 2 or 3 different places that do inspections, and nobody could schedule me in at any time this week. So I went down to one I've gone to before in the past, and they said, "Yeah, you got an hour?" So I told them I just got the windshield replaced, so be careful. And they said, "Wait, how long ago?" And I said, like 2 hours ago. And they said, "You have to wait another 24 hours." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" They said, "Yeah, the adhesive on the windshield means that it's not set up yet. They put it in there and it takes about 26, 28 hours to fully set. And if we put the car on a lift, it may pop the windshield out." I went, "Fine, I will come back another day." And here's the thing. I feel like if I go back tomorrow and they do the inspection, they will tell me, "Oh, it needs a repair to pass inspection," which means that I can't get it repaired before I have to leave on Wednesday, which means I have to wait another week to get the repair and then wait another day or two in order to get the inspection to pass. It's like, it'll be done when it's done. So I have to go deal with more of that tomorrow. And then I finished up that today and went and got a few things to eat. And then came back here to do some preparation for my trip, only to get a notice stating that the Airbnb that I booked canceled on me. So I now had no place to stay when I arrive in California. I'll be there for 4 days with no place to stay. That's a beautiful thing right there. So I spent the next 3 or 4 hours working to try to resolve that problem. As it stands right now, I've got a place for Thursday night and I've got a place for Friday night. So when I arrive on Wednesday night, I will be sleeping in the airport. And when I finish with sleeping in the airport, I get up, I ride a bus to the convention, I attend the convention for a few hours before I have to ride another bus to the place where I'm going to be staying. It's going to take 2 hours to get there by bus. I get there, I check in. I'm going to be tired, so I am going to go to bed at that point, I'm going to get up early the next morning and take like a 2-hour bus ride to the convention center. Go through my whole day. It'll be the first chance I have at a full day of doing anything. Go back to my Airbnb for the night. And when I wake up the next morning, I have to pack everything up and leave where I'm staying. Go back to the convention with everything that I bring with me. So I need to travel very light. And when I get back to the convention, I go through the whole day of the convention, end of the convention, and then it'll be about 10 o'clock at night, and I will have nowhere to be, and my flight doesn't leave until 10 o'clock the next night. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to resolve that. But I will fly back here. It's going to be a layover in Michigan, and then get to Boston, and then bus from Boston to here, well, to the capital, and get into my car, and then get back here. So I'm possibly going to do napping here and there throughout the whole time that I'm there. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the convention, and convention ends at about 9:30ish, and head over to a 24-hour diner, get a meal, maybe go hang out in a convenience store for a little bit after that, catch a bus to another place for a little bit, and just see if I can find ways to hang out until daytime, when I can go to a park and pull out a book, take a nap, maybe go to one of the beaches, take a nap, get on a bus, nap on the bus on the way to the airport, get to the airport, maybe nap at the airport for a bit, and then catch my flight. So my flight's going to be about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, where potentially I could nap on the flight, and then a 45-minute layover in Michigan, I think, and then another 2.5-hour flight, and then get to Logan in Boston, and from Logan, I think it's an hour and a half bus ride up, and I'll see if I can nap on the bus, and once I get back up from there, it'll be 8 a.m., 8:45 a.m. when I get back here, maybe 9 a.m., and I will need sleep, and I will probably be very, very sick. And that'll be my adventure. And right now, I feel congested. I've had an earache all day. My throat is sore. So that suggests to me that either I'm having oral allergy syndrome, which is something my body sometimes reacts very hostile to certain foods. Now, usually it's a digestive problem. But usually it's a digestive problem for me. The issue is I have a few other foods that over the last 5 years I've developed symptoms of an allergy to, but it's not a full-blown allergy. It's things like carrots, sometimes poultry. I eat them and I get an earache. I feel like postnasal drip, sore throat, slight headache, some achiness. I can't tell if I've eaten something that would have done that to me in the past 48 hours. But if I haven't, that would suggest I have another cold. Now, what are the odds that early in June, I get bit by a tick and I have 2 major colds or flus since then? I don't know. I don't want to think about it too much, but just it's not been a great day for figuring out things. So I haven't been able to produce a video at all today. I've been just scrambling from one thing to another, and tomorrow's not going to be any better. I've got an appointment. I've got to see if I can get the car inspected, and in all probability, I'm going to have to see if I can get the car inspected. It won't pass. I'll have to take it down to the people I am pretty sure could fix whatever the issue is. Then see if they can do it tomorrow. And if they can, it'll be an hour and a half sitting around. If they can't, then I just have to come back here and work on other things to get ready for the trip. And if they can repair it, then I sit around for a while. Then I have to come back here and plan for the trip anyway. If they don't, I have my appointment, and then I come back here and pack and get ready. I do need to potentially order the bus ticket that'll take me to the airport and back from the airport. I have to get some laundry. I gotta plan what I'm gonna do for eating while I'm traveling, and overnight in the airport potentially. And then what am I? I guess when they open, well, they might not open the airport in time for me to get something, because it's 2.5 hours from the airport to the convention center. The convention starts at 10 or 11 a.m. So if I want to get there by the start of the convention, I have to leave the airport at 8. And if they don't open by 8, I don't get to buy food at the airport. So I'll have to figure something out. I guess there's some 24-hour Denny's outside of the convention center area. And the bus ticket from the airport to the convention center, I think, is $20. But once I'm around the convention center area, I believe most of the transportation I need, I can buy. It's like $4 a trip, or you can buy I think it's like a 5-day pass that should cost, I think, $16, something like that. So I may do that. And then I have to get to my Airbnb earlier in the day. I may contact them and say, like, I might be a little late, because they want their check-in. They state their check-in time is 4 p.m., but I don't know that that's super reasonable. But I will try to get there possibly by 5 or 6 p.m. Because, I mean, at that point, like, I'll have done everything I really needed to do, and I need to make sure my phone is stocked up. I need to have my laptop with me, my phone with me, and the chargers for them. But once I get that all figured out, I'm gonna go and try to have fun on this trip. But in the meantime, that means I don't get to do any projects for the next 2 days. This is going to be just straight, solid working to make sure that everything I need to get done for the trip gets done. And I'm a little annoyed that all these problems have me in the mindset that I just want to get this convention over with, get back here so I can just decompress and spend a little more time working my way through the things that I need to fix. Because this has been an absolute clusterfuck. No, flustercluck is what I usually call it. A flustercluck. Yeah, that's what I use. But yeah, and I'm very, very tired. I have been up since 6 a.m. So I had 4 hours of sleep. I've been up since 6 a.m. I'm going to call it right soon here, real quick. Go to bed. I'll probably do a last update before the convention tomorrow. And then I don't think I'm going to be updating anything until I get back on Monday. Maybe not even then, maybe Tuesday. Yeah, it's definitely been a major derail. But I have to keep reminding myself and just keep my head in the game on the, there's a reason I'm doing this, and those reasons are still achievable. Yes, there's a lot of work in the background to get there, but, I'm going to have some fun. I'm going to meet some interesting people. That's if I don't have the worst cold I've ever had hitting me. I want this thing, whatever it is right now, kicking into me. I need it to go away by tomorrow night. I'm not doing this every time I need to go travel, get a monster cold. This is stupid. You can tell I'm a little bit negative today. Yeah, so I need to go to bed. I need to go get some sleep. Get started on my day tomorrow. Figure it out from there. I mean, I have had some ideas for some good story writing while I've been, driving to and fro. My brain doesn't stop while I'm doing that, but I've got 2 or 3 story ideas brewing, or sort of novels. Not even novels, they're more like settings for series. But I don't have the time to sit down and work on it right now. I will have nothing but time when I'm at the airport, and I will have nothing but time after the convention. And when I say nothing but time, that also means no sleep. And that really does a number on my body sometimes. So we'll just see where this goes. All right, I'm calling it. Good night. Good night. We'll see where we are tomorrow. Well, maybe we'll be in a better mood. All right, take it easy.